So first of all, I know what everybody's saying. That's a mean cop-out, dude. That's a mean cop-out. You fooled us. You fooled us with pretty, shiny art. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely. All right, so I will start off. I have not read Amazing Spider-Man 800. Why? Look how thick this is. That is a lot of pages, and I don't have a lot of time right now. I will get around to it sometime, but I haven't read it. But I heard it was pretty good. Actually, a lot of people have said it's really good. Oh, look. I also heard the Black Suit Spider-Man is back just briefly. I don't think it's a permanent thing. But I've heard it's pretty good. Nope. We're going to talk about the Fox acquisition.
I just need your attention. Everybody look this way. I'ma put an old switcheroo. You know that I'm talking about clickbait. Clickbait. You know that it really ain't nothing new. I'ma put a dope image on the video to raise up the views.
Now I know what some of you are saying. Man, you totally clickbaited us. That's not fair. No, it is fair. I did my due diligence. I put clickbait in the title. All right? What you did is your own thing. All right? You got to take responsibility for your actions. All right? It can't be my fault all the time that you click on things that say clickbait. You did that to yourself. But don't worry. There's a bright spot on the horizon. All right? Look, we're talking about the proposed acquisition of 21st Century Fox by Disney. But what about Comcast? Comcast is coming in. Oh, we saw that Comcast offering a cash bid. I say, so what? They can fail. That's their business. And here's why I think it's going to fail. Now, let me state my credentials ahead of time. I am not a finance expert. But I do know a little bit about money. I do know a little bit about stocks. And I've worked in the film industry on some good movies, on some bad movies, on some kids' movies. And so I know what I'm talking about. Not true. That's not really one-to-one working on movies and actually knowing about acquisitions. But I'm going to pretend like it is, okay? And I'm going to make this real simple. When you get cash for something, it costs you money because you got to pay taxes to the government. And that's something I think a lot of people overlooking, you know? It's like, well, they're getting $60 billion in cash. Well, not really. They're probably getting about half that because the government takes a large chunk. Let's say they don't even take half. Let's say they take 30%. That's still less than the $52.4 billion in stock that Disney was initially offering. Now, Disney is also offering cash to supplement, you know, to sweeten the deal. And they have a lot of arguments on their side. You know, they've handled, aside from Star Wars, which they've just decided to tank for some reason. They've largely handled their acquisitions in the past very well, especially when it comes to film properties. That is a positive for them in trying to acquire 21st Century Fox's film assets. And again, like I said, stocks. So cash you got to pay taxes on immediately. Stocks you don't have to. You don't have to pay taxes on them until you really cash out, to my understanding. So you stand to make more money in stocks. And Disney stocks are very good. They're very good. So even with the Star Wars debacle, they're still very good. You know, they've got Marvel, they've got Pixar, their animated line is doing very well. Their live action line is doing pretty well. And they're going places. Their theme parks are doing very well. Their toys are doing very well. They've got a good place. Now, that's not to say Comcast doesn't have a lot of stuff going for them. Comcast truly is the only other company that competes with Disney. They own, well, let's just look over here. I did research to see what does everybody own. And Comcast owns a lot of stuff, namely NBC Universal. And Universal is the only other major film company that can truly compete with Disney right now. When you look at the $2 billion club, who's the competition for Disney? It's Universal. So, even though Comcast, I believe they're, you know, the pits of hell Satan people, they got horrible, what do you call it? Internet. But as an overall company, they do pretty good. But they're not going to win. And I'll tell you why they're not going to win. Because the Murdochs, who have controlling interest in Fox, do not like the people at Comcast. And also, Bob Iger. Bob Iger doesn't like Comcast, and he's not about to lose to Comcast. Him and the rest of the board years ago fought off a takeover that Comcast tried to do. They're not about to let this happen. They're not going to let Comcast roll up in here and take stuff. So all you people, you're worried about your Marvels and your Star Warses. You're worried about Comcast, the internet company, coming in and taking away your dreams. Don't worry. Don't worry. Your boy Zephin's here to tell you it's all going to be okay, okay? This proposed acquisition by Disney is going to stay by Disney. I'm telling you, this is going to happen. And if I'm wrong, I'll be very surprised because I'm rarely wrong on things. I usually don't say things unless I know that I'm mostly right. And I know there are people out there who will try to refute that statement, but they're wrong. So I'm just telling you, don't worry. All right, this is a short video. I just want to put out this PSA to tell you, don't worry about this. This is not a problem. You're going to get what you want. We're going to get the Fantastic Four back. We're going to get the X-Men back. We're going to get episode 4 of Star Wars back, even though Star Wars is not doing well. Maybe that'll turn things around. Who knows? But we're going to get all that stuff back. It's going to be wonderful, and you guys don't need to worry about a thing. Go about your days. You know what? If you're not lactose intolerant, go get some ice cream. Go get a milkshake or something. Enjoy yourself, because and be comfortable in the knowledge that I'm usually 90% correct on these things, and that Disney will probably get the stuff, unless of course you're afraid of sorts of things like Disney getting stuff, and then you need to go home and shut yourself in and just hide under your covers, because the monster's coming, and I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm excited, but if you're not excited, you should go hide, because that is a perfectly reasonable response to stuff that really ultimately probably doesn't affect you. So like this video, subscribe, share it. Thank you for watching. Bye.